I'm Dave Brown here at the River Valley Leaders Studios. With us is Representative Tom Cotton, who has stopped by to answer a few questions for us. Welcome.
Good to be here, Dave.
To start out with, I'd like to know what your thoughts are. The Congressional Budget Office recently released a report that said, and understand this is the Congressional Budget Office, not the most conservative group, 2.5 million jobs lost because of Obamacare. What do you think about that?
Well, that's a lot of pain for many Americans, but I can't say it's altogether surprising. We've known for years that Obamacare would be a job killer. And the Congressional Budget Office, which is nonpartisan, has said that 2.5 million equivalent full-time jobs lost is just the mid-range estimate. It could be worse. And pretty much every aspect of Obamacare has turned out to be worse than many people feared. So I worry that it'll actually be more than 2.5 million jobs. Yeah. But when you impose that many new taxes on employers and employees, it drives down pay, which means people have less reason to work. And it gives people less reason to work because once they start getting the subsidies from the taxpayer dollars that are flowing, it has a massive disincentive to actually go out and get a job that pays a decent wage because you lose those subsidies.
Right, absolutely. Well, and what do you think recently there was a vote concerning the debt ceiling? And Boehner, as Speaker, had the strategy that, listen, let's just let it pass clean, and then, we won't take the focus off of Obamacare. Right. You have any thoughts on that strategy? Or?
Well, I voted against the debt ceiling increase, as did my three Republican colleagues in the House and Senator John Boozman, a Republican senator, because I think we have to address our runaway spending problem. And in the past, the debt ceiling increases have been an occasion to adopt important reforms. So 2 years ago, for instance, the Congress adopted the Budget Control Act, which put spending caps in place. Yeah. Or during the 1980s, they adopted a similar kind of deficit reduction plan. Bill Clinton always negotiated about debt ceiling increases. It's President Obama who's taken the unprecedented position, in contradiction to where he stood just 2 years ago, right, that he wouldn't negotiate at all about how to try to solve the deficits that he is largely responsible for creating over the last 5 years. So we don't want to put our credit worthiness at risk, but it's really Barack Obama's decision to refuse to even come to the table that forced the clean debt ceiling to go through.